I have information. I know what they do, and I know how they do it. They will not fucking let up. They keep trying to like convince me to commit suicide because they put me um, in some video with kids. And then they say, well, you're not in the video. It's just that you're responsible for the production of a big child pornography film, and you're going to go to prison if you don't commit suicide. Cindy swore that you would commit suicide by her witchcraft. She swore she would get you to commit suicide back in the day, and you were never supposed to know about it. Now you know about it, and you were supposed to commit suicide. Would you commit suicide already? And that's how they talk to me. It's brutal, and I have to tolerate it. I've been tolerating it for a really long time, and I'm you can imagine. And then they constantly uh, bring up me being on hidden camera, though, for real. Oh, and by the way, I'm not suicidal. I'm not going to commit suicide, so please don't be worrying about me. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So as far as the child porn, I've already reported that since I've been told about it, I've found on Intellius.com under Cindy's name information on Googly Guru Records, which never sold anything, and I never had a Dunes name for a Dunes number for it. And suddenly, it's something in her name as well as mine. Yet there is a file that was filed or whatever in 2018, and uh, that would be evidence for me because I was incarcerated during 2018, all the way from uh, early 2016 all the way through the end of 2021. I was in Patton State Mental Hospital, and there is no way that I could have had anything to do with it. I haven't even focused on that little label since 1997, and it was not anything doing anything. It wasn't real or making any kind of money or anything. I just needed an independent label to put on the few songs that I had, and I haven't done anything seriously with it since 1997. So I know that she is responsible for what you're seeing right now on this video. Oh, yeah. So if there is a child porn and it surfaces and it's got Googly Guru or um, that's how it's drawing money into a bank account or something that she's been accessing, not me. I'm not responsible. I never made a child porn. But as far as them having me on hidden camera, they fucking put hidden cameras on me when I was that they've been telling me, but the new stuff over, well, for the past year now, out of 22 years, they've been telling me that I was set up to commit suicide to take the fall for a child pornography fucking thing. And there's a lot of people involved. I've never seen this thing, so I don't know if it's 100% real, but it's like the only story that actually makes sense as far as me wondering what the fuck they're doing with all this witchcraft on me, voodoo. I mean, I feel them crawling on me. I hear them, and I'm trying to get the victims rescued because they barricaded themselves in that room when I was living there when I called 911, and they're still in there, and I can prove everything. And they're saying that if they're saying that if they burn the building down, that I will have no witnesses and there'll be nobody to speak out on my behalf, and that can't happen. Okay, so I need the fire department to like monitor the place right now. I need to get over there, and I need to do something immediately because it's been going on too long. And um, this is just so fucked up. And there's too much obstruction of justice. I can't believe that fucking police do not know about this kind of crime. I can't believe that they don't believe. I mean, I understand that these satanic people are the only ones who know about themselves, and there's a lot of them, and everybody else is walking around completely unaware. But this has to become a real I mean, I know that a lot of people do know about satanic witchcraft and voodoo and whatnot, but they don't know about this. This shit is hardcore and it's so fucking real. And police need to get on the ball with this. There are so many criminals and so many murders. Uh, and I can help immediately. I've been able to, but nobody takes me seriously, and uh, I don't get it. But they they're really pissing me off because I'm not worried about anything as far as this the things that they're trying to make me worry about as far as my being in some they had hidden cameras on me and put me in there some kind of child porn fucking shit. I don't fucking know whether to buy it or not, but they won't let up. They won't fucking let up. I've already made 4 police reports. I've already told police over at least 9 months now. I've been telling them about this when I became aware of it, and uh, victims are the ones telling me about it. As far as they told me about it initially, and it pissed off the witches. So the witches, they ended up um, using that as a way to try to get me to commit suicide. They've been trying to get me to commit suicide for 22 years because of the hidden cameras that were on me, where I'm like masturbating and blah, 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 blah. And but not doing anything illegal. Um, but they're humiliating me. Yeah. So while the victims tell me that I'm not in this child porn, then I have these fucking scumbag evil people telling me that something like they put scenes from my humiliating hidden camera shit mixed in with the child porn. So they say, so you might as well commit suicide and shit like that. So I keep telling them, there's no fucking way I'm going to commit suicide. I trust the police. I know they know what they're doing. So, and I'm here. At least I'm here, ready to help police. I'm in downtown Los Angeles at the Madison, and I live here, and I'm doing really well. I get my Social Security, and I'm really happy. And I go to the police station all the time between this downtown one and the one at the Pacific Division, where they are the jurisdiction for the address for where the victims are barricaded in there, and I am just so down to prove it. And if not, would some law enforcement please prove me wrong? Take a little time to prove me wrong so I could stop this going on and on and on, bothering everybody. And it's like a fatal disease. It's killing me. Even though I'm good, I'm happy, but it's really just too much because I can't get my mind off of the victims. And uh, it'd be nice if somebody would just um, escort me to the apartment, kindly ask those people if they could please just walk me through for 20 seconds, and uh, I'll never return again, and I can move on with a better life. And as far as this very real witchcraft, which people die for it. Okay, they sacrifice people on a daily basis. I think the police should really start caring and start really giving this their all their attention. If this is worse, this is like the worst thing that Homeland Security has ever faced and has been failing to conquer. This is a worse threat to our country than terrorism. Big time. Please, somebody hear this one and get on it. I'm here in downtown Los Angeles at the Madison. Um, I live uh, I live by myself, and I have a good reputation, and I'm making myself available pretty much around the clock for any law enforcement, detectives, whoever, uh, to there's really not much to do. Just we could do this together. We could save lives right now, immediately. There's nothing left really to talk about or question me. Don't question me. I'm giving all the information, and I have all the information on a lot of the information on these witches. I have evidence of. Um, I don't have like evidence of them and their sacrifices and their. I don't have their dead bodies or anything. Jeez, but I have enough to raise some eyebrows, and I just really can't believe that the police do not know about this when it is so active and it's so real. And just because it's well, the thing is that they do say that they have spells on the police, and that for many years there have been satanic evil people stitched into the fabric of the police. In other words, there are some evil cops um, who have a way of making sure that the regular desk cops or the detectives do not engage in people who report things that involve witchcraft or hearing spirits. And Cindy, my ex-wife, who is very much a witch involved. When I was living there 20 years ago, she even admitted it to me. She admitted it. She won't admit it now, but out in public or whatever, but she did because she wanted to intimidate me. And when she got the restraining order, she told my mother I didn't have to show up in court. This is because she didn't want me to, but I did show up. And it turns out that she did this restraining order telling, I didn't even know why she got it. And she actually told the judge that I threatened her with a deadly weapon. I have never had a deadly weapon, and I've never even threatened her. So she is a liar, and the liar is an understatement. Um, well, she's got her buddies with her, and I have a good idea who some of them are, and I know that Dara Fortgang needs to at least be questioned. Um, and then, of course, there are all those people that lived in that apartment above me, and I found them. I found them. They live now in San Dimas. I have uh, uh, their new alias names or whatever their names they're using. One of them happens to be Alicia Class's ex-husband, Seymour Butts, who really goes by Adam Blazer. Um, they're using Adam's name, and because one of them is Alicia, uh, and yeah, and she's was known from '97 to 2001. She was known as the anal queen of porn, the Tushy girl, Alicia Class. She's definitely one of them, which then it all makes sense as far as the child porn thing. Plus, I have an old recording that I just got of me talking to a detective 20 years ago, and I listened to it, and I did say that I do think that they are making child porn upstairs because I did hear eerie crying. The most of when I called 911, most of the what sounded like kidnapping were young adults, young girls, and saying, "Please, somebody help us," and things like. Oh, it was so horrible. I called 911, and that's when I didn't know at first, but that's when they barricaded themselves in the room. I found out about that later. But there was one time with this kid. It was so awful, and that was when I went to the police station and I taped myself talking to a detective, and I mentioned it. You know, it's just a hard subject to even talk about, right? It's like I can't stand having to talk about it now. I'm just not. I mean, really, there are a lot of activists who deal with talking about it a lot. I'm pretty sure if people think that I can make a difference, then I will. But if I don't, if I'm not going to, other than this, as far as make a difference, this one thing, I would prefer to stay home and just write songs and focus my attention on other things. But yeah, this has to. Okay, 15 minutes is so I'm going to stop this recording right now.